Gonna be hard for Mega Man to deal with right now.
It's glowing red and green like a Christmas tree. It's crazy stuff.
Bro, I wish it was Christmas right now in Texas, bro. It is hot.
Yeah, dude, it is. It is. Don't go outside. If you're on Comicpalooza, stay in the venue. Dude, that's good with this dog. That was so lucky.
Bro, that's man's best friend, bro.
Yes, that's why he's my best friend.
Bro,
Oh my god. Thank you, Fido. Really, that just bailed people out. That went from like Beast Mode Paul with a big swing of momentum to make this game close, and all of a sudden, it just takes one extra save on the upbeat for people to run away with the game.
Yeah, bro. And it's just such a wacky character, man. There's just so many interactions that just don't go your way.
Oden and Mars are about to be last hit.
Bro.
Because of course, they're last dog game 5 because they have to be.
Like the script, bro. We don't have the script. He buried his hand, bro.
We're commentating a different set now.
Oh my god. Also, shout out to Krebs, the master of the memes, bro. He's cooking right now.
Yeah, dude, he's kind of like that. Kind of like that.
He's cycling through that, bro.
Yeah, Pete just came in here and Pete Bell room. Really good stuff from Pete.
Tight, yeah.
And Walter Waltz, he's our Texas Mega Man, actually from my city.
Oh, what a guy. Did you see him when he hit the up smash? What was in the background?
Yeah.
Bro,
Like,
Mars beat on him.
bro. We're like gonna come up to give him props.
Yeah. Shots out. That's cute. Let's see Mars show up. Mars always wins. I wonder how Mars feels about that. Because he usually winds up winning, but like he can't feel too happy about having to fight Steve every time, dude.
They might fight.
They always run into
Back
each
at
other.
this point.
Huh?
Like, I bet Light and Mars, they always usually, like, there's two matchups I see a lot, which is Owned Mars and Light Mars.
Yeah, Light Mars run a new channel a lot.
Yeah, which obviously happens locally, but at majors they play all the time. We see Onan really, like, digesting this loss. He's been a demon for them, so props on him knowing they really want it. And with enough tries.
Yeah.
You know, persistence, they're definitely capable of it, but...
Yeah, and also Oden's definitely the type of player that can win this bracket out of losers.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Do not count him out.
Yeah,
he's going to be on a tear. I do feel sorry for his first round after that.
Yeah, me too. I wonder who it is.
Top 32, we're going to see some Warriors fall. Yeah, now we're seeing, like...
This tournament is so top heavy.
Titans of the Titans start to go at each other, so...
Yeah, I was talking earlier to Chives about how all like the local Texas PRs are getting like 33rd, losing in the first round of top 32. It's like a lot of really unfortunate brackets because this tournament's just so top heavy. Like,
all right. So we got Candle MuteAce coming up to the stage.
I like that.
What is it? Candle region
from Wisconsin. Candle repping for the Midwest. There's not a lot of them.
Yeah, I knew it was Midwest. I didn't know. Minnesota.
I think actually, I'm not sure which one it is. Candle is either from Minnesota but competes in Wisconsin, or the other way around.
I see.
It's one of those things where the state they live in is like they live on the border, so the tournaments are closest in the other state. You know what I mean?
Funnily enough, I do think these two have a set record. I think Watch the Throne. Candle beat MuteAce.
Yeah, Candle was on a tear. Watch the Thrones. The same tournament they beat Akola.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Candle's phenomenal at that match.
And when you just think of like Peach a little more like a conceptual level, like you can see how Peach can struggle.
Yeah, I can see Omar doing a good job. Like there's not a lot of characters. A lot of the times you think about a character having big disjoints and like, oh, they destroy Peach, but then Peach can kind of be ambiguous and be super safe and float in and out. But against Olimar, he can just kind of throw Pikmin and slap Peach out of the air, so it's not really as consistent.
And really contest her off stage and like really make her drain resources that she would not want to. Oh, but the up smash is the starter, right? That is what every Olimar feeds for. And we see Wick can bring a quick 53%. Both these characters with some of the wildest damage output out there when they go with their so
these are two of the highest, maybe even the most surprising damage output characters in the game. Omar can put on a ridiculous amount of damage.
And we're going to need to see Candle, of course, mix up their recoveries quite a bit. With Peach's ability to float at ledge, you can cover so many of those angles that Olimar would like to go to, but I mean, Olimar has a very versatile recovery. Quickly, though, has no Pikmin at his disposal, but quickly gets back. He's doing a good job. Purples are coming out, though, for Candle. but he's still really jumping the ledge trap here. But he's been getting back to the ledge. He's taking these hits, but at least he's not dying yet off stage.
He has been. And as you called attention to, I would imagine that the ugliest part of this match for Almo would probably be trying to get back to stage right now. When you have to up B, you just have so many options to just float and stick in your way, make it really hard to get back.
That dagger is so kidding. So active, like even then, hit with the last hit still kind of.
Yeah, right. He got past the first hit of it. It just lasted for too long.
So at this point, Bear will do it. Macro in the corner will do it fair, of course. So a lot of options. That in back center state, of course. Yeah, he was playing it beautifully. I'm not getting him the edge guards yet, but he's probably just scouting out how Candle likes to get back. He might with the purple Bear just exploding here.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you're MuteAce, you gotta start maybe watching out for a grab with the blue Pikmin, but purple Pikmin just came out of the best time.
Oh, try to whistle through that down tilt, but still took so much percent here.
Yeah, watch your shield too, Ken. That's a lot of shield damage right away.
Oh yeah, you don't want to scrap with Peach in that situation. Only a pretty good scrapper, but not at the level of a Peach, right?
Yeah, Peach may be the best scrapper in the game. You know, she can put a bunch of buttons onto you very, very quickly.
Yeah.
She's close to your face like that.
You want to be doing more of the mid-range. We have double purple. Death lineup, I think, is a...
That's why.
And that's
why I say 42%. Super good. Yeah, they put out extra. And I hit that smash. I think they needed that extra damage, too, on it being close. That was really smart. That was nasty as hell, bro. It was indeed.
What do you mean? You get the wide out? Because you see a lot of people butcher shield breaks, and that does piss me off. Like,
yeah, true. True.
Like when a Bowser breaks his shield and doesn't flame breath.
True.
What are you doing?
Yeah, so much damage.
But, like, MuteAce was in control. And then this happens. You get that shield break, and then but he's still bringing it back, 58%. How do you recover from that? I'm not sure.
Yeah, still a very close set for sure. But man, Peach breaks Pikmin so fast. She kills them with just like every kill immediately. That's kind of a callback to that damage output that we were talking about earlier. All of our moves kill Pikmin in one hit.
Yeah. We can get a good offstage situation. Let's get some nair, forward airs, down airs, keep the almost the whistle, trade the. Was so helpful because MuteAce was getting some momentum at the ledge. He could have been almost last time to even appear on stage.
Two purples, dog.
Two purples. Can't shield. Watch your jumps. Watch your shield. What amazing movement though from MuteAce, but actually Candle being
that's so smart. Candle knew that it was going to be a blue Pikmin and waited to pull it until they had the grab. That was crazy.
Yeah, I don't think it's a matter of, obviously, he's not the most quote-unquote appealing character, but like with the shield break push and like you said with the blue, like that kind of stuff is so cool to see. Like,
I'm gonna be honest, I think Olimar's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think as far as like the current Smash Ultimate meta is concerned, I think Olimar's solid. I like watching Olimar.
Yeah, but yeah, like you mentioned, that blue up throw, insanely strong. The blow up MuteAce here, and Candle's beat MuteAce before. Definitely wants to take another one under the belt here. He's not going to be scared. He'll be ready for the moment. And the whistle's so cute against Peach too.
It is. It works really well. And this would be a great time for Candle to kind of put themselves back in the limelight. You know, Candle had a great moment where they really like put themselves on a stage and said, "Wait, I can win these tournaments. I can do really well." But then has kind of not really showed up as much, not had quite as much consistency. So this would be a great day for Candle to kind of put themselves back in the conversation of like the best of the best, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Watch the Throne, it was the last time I think I'd seen this NBA tournament. Like you mentioned, this is a perfect training ground to get back in the spotlight and show with the world what you're capable of. Right now, getting a lot more purples, a lot more early than the last game, which is not what Mew wants. Mew wants to establish that pressure, not let him set up quite as well, but even with Peach ledge trapping, those Pikmin are such good get me off tools. Maybe I will establish this my space here.
Yeah, that was when I imagined Olimar Peach in my mind's eye. I imagined Peach trying to pressure with float, and Olimar just side being and throwing at Pikmin, and it being really hard for Peach to consistently put on pressure like she does.
Oh, that bomber there. So you're gonna cover the roll in.
Yeah, that was bold.
You know the Olimar is just fiending for that space. What amazing spacing!
I could not believe it.
Right over the purples to get the back there. That was amazing spacing for me.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. But Candle's gonna land and find an up smash just about right away.
Yeah, that was a really good job. So I'm saying Mew definitely adapts to the tools better. And are you going?
Candle barely survives, but now Task making it back to ledge. The uppy gets the job done. but not super confidently, still in disadvantage. MuteAce is just chasing you down.
Like, I can invest in this matchup, like 0% is like 100%. Like, both of these characters are capable of just, like, just turning it up so hard.
I can't believe MuteAce was able to find that combo against Olimar.
I was about to mention, like, he's so, like, small, bro. How do you find those chains? Like, I guess it doesn't matter how small you are in size. You are still, it is true. Like,
you're still fighting Peach.
Yeah, Peach will get those true combos regardless. It is really crazy. Down doesn't convert. We're going into straight hit territory for Peach, while Olimar still has a lot of access to some crazy stuff.
Now, Olimar still is going to need a confirmer, too. As Candle draws the purple, immediately swings with it, but now Test recovering it again, grabs the turnip. I love that recovery from Candle. Very well read.
Yeah, catches the first turn, throws it up, so it's just going to cover him in that exact space. Candle's recoveries in general have been really, really well. We haven't really seen MuteAce like swat him out of the air as much as you think.
Yeah, they haven't really wound up in a spot where MuteAce was able to like checkmate them, which I'm kind of surprised to have not seen yet at this point in the set.
I think it's just credit to him, bro. Like he's got.
Yeah, that is not easy to use.
No, that's still the purples are just so difficult to get a fire on him now. Just MuteAce trying to get anything off of him, just floating in the center, but okay, down there, so disjointed. Rolls there, that's just the roll, so much pressure from Olimar.
I was gonna say, two of the best characters in the game have pressure in the corner.
Oh yeah, we got the white on him now. So much percent build up from that white alone.
Yeah, just 37% right away.
Yeah.
And now two purples and a red. That's been Candle's bread and butter. They always have that combo.
And now we saw that almost 0 to death from MuteAce, doesn't kill, and now what are we seeing? The comeback slowly has worn Mute down.
Yeah, we're lighting the candles up. It's a lot of damage really quickly. 68%. Oh, we're 81.
Oh.
Climbing.
Just turning it up, just making it so hard for me to reclaim any center stage. And once again, instead of edge guarding all the Pikmin are on him, he has to focus on getting them up before he can focus on the stage.
And then I've talked to Candle as well. Sometimes Candle likes fighting characters that kill Pikmin really fast because you get purple sooner. And that's why you want those purples. You're picking early stocks.
Juggle there. And that's where Peach can be weakest if you can find her in that kind of exploding range. And now 2-0 to Mute, just trying to see what you can do about this. I mean, it's hard. He hit harder in that game, but when the momentum failed for Peach, like when you lost stage control, when you lost that ability, it just drains so fast from him. Like,
it does.
Hope just was gone. I don't know exactly what we could do better. I would say, like you said, the edge guarding hasn't been there, but it's just how do you even... The way Candle's been maneuvering, it's just hard to even picture anyone edge guarding him.
Yeah, Candle's been making this matchup look really, really hard for Peach. The one thing that I thought would be really, really difficult for Olimar, Candle's just negating. It's looking really, really strong.
Oh, that's a Candle, bro. Like a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. So that man negated for sure. Down tilt or down smash there. Excellent, kind of get me out at 100%, just like that, bro.
It just racked up so quick. Yeah, we're talking about something else. We're doing a Magic reference. We're 20 seconds into the game, and MuteAce said 120.
Oh, bro, no time for pop culture. Says the Candle right now. But yeah, okay.
No pop culture. I'm just popping stocks, getting in there doing damage. 122 on MuteAce.
Okay, wait, okay. Now, yeah, but the down airs have been putting in pretty good work at the ledge. Oh, God. Speaking, his down air puts in a little bit more work.
Yeah, that was
3-2. God, dude.
That was crazy from Candle. Just immediately ready popping that down air. Great stuff.
It's like, this is my territory, bro.
Right.
So hard for MuteAce to do anything. It seems like he's fighting the Pikmin right now more than Olimar himself.
Yeah, it is. And again now with two purples and a red on deck, Leo is just
quick 3-0 from MK Leo.
Yeah, Leo just 3-0 guys super fast.
God dang, bro. I was like, why are they clapping? The set's over? We might see another quick 3-0 though. If you can't turn this around.
Yeah, Candle's looking pretty down there.
He's got his purples. He's got, now doesn't have stage control. Yeah, but MuteAce is uncomfortable off stage versus Olimar, and I'm not sure, once again, I don't want to say that's Mute's fault necessarily, but like you said, it's a win count we thought would be relevant. It's just, because without those edge guards, you're having to kill Olimar like 130, 140.
Yeah, or you're having to combo the character, which is obviously really tough because he's so small. It's so hard to get openings because there's always a Pikmin on you. There's always a hitbox getting extended here and there.
Yeah, it's tough. But MuteAce has to, at this point, has to, okay, there we go. That's all right, okay, you're cooked now. You got no other option.
Yeah, I'm going to play right here, and you just killed them with Aura.
I still thought he would make it back, though. I still thought he would find a way.
I saw it in my mind's eye. The way Candle's been recovering, I would not have been surprised.
Yeah, so far, 129. We saw Peach with one combo earlier If there was ever a time to do it, it's literally now or never. But we don't even need one explosive combo. We got 3, and now off stage, we finally see the edge wrapping. This edge guarding that Peach is known for, but no, Candle down tilt or down are actually going to hit a solid situation. Okay, coming alive here.
Yeah, doing really good stuff here, and now the Stitch face on deck.
Oh,
Stitch is like the most.
Could be the turnaround, and damn. Yep, still pressure there. Good. That's checkmate.
Yeah, you're just gonna get poked. You can't get touched by the Stitch. You can't get your shield touched by the Stitch.
Yeah, I think Mute is super scared of Olimar going over to cover super low, and because of that, we're seeing him get back a bit more than you think. 2-1. Definitely MuteAce closing the gap, but still dominant control from Candle center stage right now.
Yeah, I've been very impressed by the way that Candle's been getting out of the corner this set. It's been really tough for MuteAce to put on consistent pressure because it's just all of my small size combined with throwing purple Pikmin to cover him. It's been really tough, but that was a very well placed back.
Yeah, one of the few places we've seen MuteAce really take advantage of the offstage and ledge trapping, like that you'd expect. As someone from Texas, I've watched a lot of MuteAce, and like you mentioned, like I've rarely seen anyone get out of the corner.
That's what we're more used to seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the punish?
This is MuteAce. We're talking about the lab monster.
Get on the left side. It's gonna be a landing turn. That's all.
You can tell the gears were turning though. Like he had Doctor Strange levels of like reality steering his mind.
He saw all of them. He didn't line up one of the ones where I hit that.
Unfortunately, it was not the one he wanted, but
there are 7 million universes where I hit this
platform at this percentage.
Yeah, like you just couldn't land on the platform next to Candle. They were in too awkward a spot.
Unfortunately, that might cost him because right now down a little bit here. Getting the whites off of him at least, not take any more damage, but still, like, these Pikmin so pesky about...
Purple's in a... Dash is already on the platform! And Candle cleaned it up in 3-0 fashion. They're looking good.
Oh, man. No one's ready for this kid, man. He's just deadly on the
sticks. Baby.
Man, that's definitely a Texas L. My first set, or second set streaming, which...
I'm starting to think you're bad luck.
I might need to get out of the venue.
This is rough.
I don't like this. If Yamanax loses right now, I'll be so sad.
Against Lights.
He's fighting the whole Lights Out squad, bro.
Oh, yeah, he is. That's the